Welcome back, everybody, once again to Shadowlands Genesis. I am TJ the Obscure here with you. I don't even think I can get him to sit down. Yeah, you can't make them sit in the air. He should just hang out there. No? Nope, he's going. He's still going. I think they have to get like 30 blocks away from me or something like that. It's funny, when I was reading the book over there, I didn't notice in the background the dog kept teleporting up and down. It was pretty funny. Come here, puppy dog. Hey. Gosh dang it. Where'd you go? Still, oh, he's stuck now. Which means he's probably not going to teleport away. Anyways, we have enough gold now. There was one on top of the monument that I'd completely forgotten about. But we have enough gold to purchase the water bucket now if we want. Now, I kind of intended it again as a bit of a gag gift, as a or gag loot, kind of a bonus objective almost, Easter egg type thing. It was just kind of the 5th objective of the map, I guess you could say. We're gonna get it. It is kind of game breaking, I think, but at the same time it's really easy to mess up because you can just right click. Oh no, we don't want to go there. We want to go here. And boom. Just like that. And if we put it in our offhand... No? Do I have to have it in my main hand? Oh. Okay, yes. We get insane speed with the jump boost. Plus, look at all that health, too. We get 20 hearts. Honestly, I'm going to go ahead and put it up. Just because otherwise it could break things and make the map too easy. But we do have it now, so it's again, I technically considered it one of the objectives for you to get. Okay. I was gonna make another bow, that's right, but we need wood. I have no wood. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna go on then. Head down the alleyways to the next area. Oh gosh, okay. It didn't work the first time, but I got it to work the second time. And it is... Okay. Why'd you stop there, guy? Will you guys stop setting these off, please? Okay, I think we're finally done. No, go away. We're gonna dig through, because otherwise it's gonna take too long for that potion to disappear. Are we good? I can't tell. Nope, okay, no block there. Alright, now this is going to take us to the next area. There's also, I think, at least one piece of gold here. You know, about the last area, one thing I didn't mention is that it was totally an accident. Where basically I was going around copy-pasting sections of the ruins around. And I rotated it 90 degrees too far, I think, and ended up copy-pasting it behind me, back over there where the Shadowlands, or the Shadow Slums are. And I didn't realize it until maybe an hour later after I had done a bunch more work that I had done that. But then after I looked at it, I realized, hey, you know, this is actually pretty cool looking. So maybe we should leave it here and I could turn it into a whole nother area. It's interesting how sometimes mistakes can lead to good ideas, you know? Speaking of good ideas, this is not one. I mean, this was the last area I added. And I was basically like ready to release the map and I was like, you know, it needs something else. I think this was also when I had gone over I was on like day 4 or 5 and I realized I need to add more objectives and stuff. But I liked the idea. You could basically see this map, and I think you can see every map that I've done is, you can see evidence of like what I've learned. This map is definitely the map where I learned a lot about the rotating function, because I like to rotate things in this map. But I thought, you know, wouldn't it be cool to kind of match this idea of the world being just kind of totally turned upside down? To have like a piece of land that looks like it's basically being tilted on its side. And so that's, we don't need that because we have one. I will take the stake though. Probably don't need the speed. I'm going to put you up for now. We're going to put you on. And we're going to put the gold up. In fact, we can probably put up most of this stuff. I think I'm going to take the regen. But this next area is basically... You're not even really intended to fight any of the mobs. It's basically swim through as fast as you can and pray that you make it. And for me, that's what older water areas used to always be, because underwater combat was so bad. And I still kind of prefer it that way, because I'm still not a fan of water combat in Minecraft. It's still just not very fun. I think part of the problem is the mobs that you can put underwater are just not, I don't know. Not that great. Area, tidal wave, difficulty medium. I kept doing this. Yeah. You know what the issue is I need to sign this, but I was having the biggest issue using MC Stacker's book creation, lore creation thing. It was a little confusing, the layout of it all. So I was like, you know, instead of trying to figure that out, I'm just gonna write these books and not sign them. But then you end up with like the book being left on page 5, although maybe it does that with the other types of books too. I remember seeing the sky open up, or was it the ground, and the water swallowing me. I couldn't breathe, couldn't think, didn't think I would exist much longer. For a moment, I felt like I didn't exist, but then I woke up here, the water frozen above me as though it stuck in time. In fact, a lot of stuff here seems stuck, as though the world itself was turned off, the power cord ripped out, cut in two. Wouldn't surprise me either. With the way we were treating this place, it was bound to happen sooner or later. Mother Nature wasn't going to just sit around waiting for us to destroy her. I just didn't expect her to fight back by swallowing me and everything else whole. Boy, she has a big appetite. It's like the entire world was chewed up and spit back out. But there's something else going on here too. Something strange. There are these weird things that live above us up on the walkways. They kind of look like humans, and I can make out some of their language, but everything else is off. The other day I heard them talking about cores and energy production and something about the cattle in Monument City. As far as I know, there ain't no cows in the city. And trust me, I would know. What I wouldn't give for a nice juicy burger. At this point, we've only managed to grow a few trees, some flowers, and some wheat for bread. So maybe the steak you find is actually the survivors that they've cooked alive and are eating now. Actually, I have no idea. That's just the only way that I can make sense of, well, I just found some steak. This guy's telling me there's no cattle. Where did this steak come from, then? Plus, the butcher guy in the town sells steak. So either this guy is wrong, or the steak is not actually steak. Or I did not really think things through when writing out the lore and just did it hastily, you know? So anyways, that's how this area was born. I wanted a piece of land that kind of looked like it was on its side. I made some trees, I rotated them. I made a giant kind of mass of land and just started beating it up. One thing about this area is I went about it totally wrong. I basically made the water first. I didn't make it out of water, I made it out of sandstone. And then that way I could go through and replace the sandstone with water. But even that was not a great idea. What I should have done is just hollowed it out, built the dungeon, and then added the sandstone and the water around it. And I didn't realize that that's the process I should have followed until I was basically done with it. Because what I was doing is I would... go through and it would be sandstone, and I would just kind of randomly place spawners. But when you're in spectator mode and you're inside of blocks, like, you can't really see things very well, so it was hard for me to make out like where spawners were and how things were laid out. And it's just and then I would turn the sandstone into water and try to play it, and things would just get all messed up, and it was just going back and forth. And I didn't think to, hey, just get rid of the sandstone, build the dungeon, then add the sandstone in afterwards, change that into water, and you're good to go. Building water dungeons is, it almost takes an entirely different kind of process. I mean, I guess you still just build the dungeon, but the water should come very last, you know? Don't even think about the water. Just pretend like it's not an underwater dungeon, and then then add it after the fact. So, anyways, some ender chest, got a golden apple. Again, I'm gonna leave most of that stuff here, I think. This one is really hard. Really hard. I know in the trailer for the map I showed at least one death of me in here. And again, it's not about trying to fight things, it's not about trying to be clever or smart, it's basically swim as fast as you can, and just pray that you don't die, or get blown up or anything. The creepers were kind of a pain to try to figure out. Exact distances, getting them to blow up underwater, to spawn underwater. Just everything was very frustrating with this area. This is the area where you can find this kind of stuff. We're gonna run out of air here soon, like lapis and oh gosh, that one's probably gonna spawn again. Okay, we're running out of air here. Okay, there's one that spawns up above and then falls back down, and it's supposed to really get the player. And then kind of the same thing. Poor guy. Oh gosh, don't knock me out. Okay. Yeah, and then he's gonna fall back down, but we can probably get the shulkers to hit us here so that we can float back up, maybe. Or not. Maybe we don't even need to do that. Okay, there we go. There we go. Exactly what I was hoping for. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're floating kind of high now. You might hear my daughter in the background. There goes that bow. Okay, well we're gonna go down now. I don't think he can get over to us. There is a gray wool. That actually wasn't too bad, was it? I mean, it's still just total chaos, but it's not too bad. I don't think. Do I want to do that? Do I want to get any iron? No idea. I think we're just gonna try to swim back. Do it the way that it was intended to be done. Okay. Let's say the okay. Well, that was terrifying. Ooh, almost lost everything now. You can cheese this area by simply going over it. Or through it even. You could dig straight through it, I think. Kind of, sort of, maybe not. Okay, you guys need to leave me alone, please. I just need to find some water. And we should be able to swim out of here. Hi. One of you asked me what map making programs I like to use. I basically use the 14er edit, I think is the name of it. 14er mega server, which comes with a lot of tools built in, including world edit and voxel sniper. And so that's what I tend to use. These guys are persistent, aren't they? I think the creepers die a little too soon, a little too fast. Oh, I can't see. Where's the water at, you guys? Are we there? Are we going? Are we doing it? Hopefully. Alright, we should be able to take a bit of a shortcut here, I think, at the end. And kind of just jump right down into this next layer. Whee! Okay. Oh, that wasn't too bad. I think it's definitely the closest we've come to death in a while, though. And again, it's just very intense, and just the entire time you're just on the edge of your seat, you know? I love areas like that where you can't try fighting, it's just about trying to get to the end. Alright, we do want the mob drops. I guess I'll take the blocks too. Try to preserve our steak though. And once again, I think Orion is the name, is helping me out with pointing out some things, like adjusting the trade for bread. Right now it's like 4 zombie flesh for 1 bread, which is kind of, I should probably lower that to 2, maybe even just 1. You know, just to give the player enough food. And it's not like, you know, in fact all the trades need to be lowered. But it's not like people are going to be sitting there grinding out stacks and stacks of zombie flesh. I mean, they can if they want to. But I wouldn't expect the player to do that. So yeah, I mainly just use Voxel Sniper and World Edit. And I think there is an MC Edit replacement now, kind of, sort of. I forget the name of it. So yeah. That's what I use. I'm trying to think. So next episode we'll be heading up to the final area, which is back up. It's the upper walkways. I do need to get prepared. We have 1 gold that I could use to purchase something. Those are 2 apiece. There is 1 other gold back in the water area. It's by, there's a boat dock kind of on the perimeter. Yeah, getting that with the looting might not be a terrible idea. Of course, that's broken. But I could also get the pickaxe. That might not be a bad idea with the knockback resistance. I'm a little worried about the boss. We could get that for the boss. That would probably make it pretty simple. Or we could just go and get 9 golden apples. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I think that's going to be it for me for today. Hey, look, my puppy dog is still up there. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.